Hello guys and welcome back to another Sunday review. What are you doing? I could see your face then.
Smiling.
Are you sure? Because it looked like you was going to stab me.
It was just wind.
Okay. So again, welcome back to the Sunday review. Today Gemma is actually with me. Now, when we first started this channel, one of my first Sunday reviews was I actually put the best films to come out at the cinema in March, and the film that I rated at number 1 was Power Rangers. So that is what we're going to review, because it's now come out, we have seen it,
Yes.
we've both seen it. So where we're going to start with it, Gem, what did you think of the film? Did you like the film?
Yes.
Good talk there. So I think the film itself was absolutely fantastic. As a standalone, it's very same old, same old. I mean, it's very same as the Transformers, I'd say. It's the same as all
Well,
the...
they even mentioned Transformers, though.
Yes, they did. Also, I forgot to say this. Spoiler alert, guys.
Oh, yeah, don't watch it if you haven't seen it, jeez. Common sense, people.
So, yeah, I mean, as a standalone film, it's brilliant in the way that if you was a kid and you grew up on it, it's bringing back so many childhood memories for me. You didn't really watch it as a kid, though, did you?
I watched Time Force, because Pink Ranger was kind of like the main character in Time Force, and Pink Ranger was always my favourite Power Ranger.
Yeah, she grew up starting with Time Force.
I'm like, what? 3 years younger than you. Yo, fart.
I'm not going to lie, the first one I watched was Lightspeed Rescue, but we're going to skip over that right now. So, the film, it takes place throughout the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It takes place right up until really the point where Tommy in the TV series came into it. It's the battle against Rita and...
Her gold monster.
Thank you. What is his name?
I don't know. I wasn't listening to what his name was.
It is...
The
Please.
gold monster.
He's not even a monster, he's technically a person if you watch the original series, but...
The gold person. Goldfinger. Let's call him Goldfinger for the purposes of... Rita
Goldar.
summoned Goldfinger.
Goldar. Is it Goldar?
Goldar.
So why did I not... that come off straight top of me?
Oh, because it's made of
Anyway.
gold. It's creative, isn't it?
So, yeah, I mean, the way that they played off some of the characters for me, they played off Billy absolutely fantastic.
Billy! Billy!
Billy was absolutely amazing in it.
Billy is autistic and he's adorable. Oh my god. Adorable.
So, yeah, I mean, the development of the characters and all that, I think the characters themselves, though, was played really well. They've upped the way that they did some of it. So, Alpha 5 or Alf, he was in it. They changed the way he looked. Instead of being as blocky as he was, they've made him smaller, slimmer. He's like a new age robot. Bryan Cranston, oh my god, Bryan Cranston was Gordon.
First put out, Rob didn't even know it was Bryan Cranston at first.
I did.
Someone
I just forgot he was.
point it out.
No, I did. I forgot that he was Gordon in it, and then when it got to the point of he was an actual person at the start of it, and it didn't twig at the start that that's who we was even looking at. Because in the original TV series, he's a floating head in a glass tube. Which, by the way, he is now not a floating head.
He's a whole wall.
He's not in a glass tube anymore. He is now a head that's a wall and can move across the wall.
It kind of looks like the thing where you press your hand in and you get an imprint of your hand, the little pin things.
Yeah.
It's like he's pushed his face into it and he's sliding around.
Yes. Well, that's a change that they've made. Did I like the change?
I did.
I quite like the floating head. I'm not gonna lie, I quite like the floating
Yeah,
head.
but it's a bit Doctor Who though, isn't it?
I was gonna say, can I point out what came first, but
Doctor Who has been around for God knows how long.
but surely the floating head must be a new thing.
It's called the face of something.
Time, is it?
No,
No.
it's like Bow or something.
Face of Bow.
or
That
something.
sounds familiar.
Something like that, anyway.
So many nerds are going to shoot us down for this video. If you're a nerd, please don't watch this because you will criticise the shit out of us.
Sorry.
And then our channel will go to ruins.
We're just
And-
like, we've got the facade of nerds, but we don't know shit. Kind of like Yogscast Lewis, who just spouts off random bullshit and you just believe him because he sounds smart. And none of it's true.
So, favourite person in it, who would you go with?
Billy.
You've still got to go with Billy, have you?
Billy!
I'm sorry, I've got to go with Billy as well. Billy was played
God,
off
he's so
fantastic in it. But when it comes to characters, if anyone remembers the original Power Rangers, the Green Ranger, or later on the White Ranger, or if you watch Zero.
This is all he's talked about all evening is the Sonic Green Ranger, and he wasn't even in the film.
Aha! Actually, I think you'll find that, as I was about to say, the original Green Ranger, played by Jason David Frank, was actually in the film as a cameo. I'll get there in the end.
Yeah, 3 actors played Green Ranger.
What do you mean 3 actors played Green Ranger?
Jason and...
David and Frank. Jason David Frank. So yes, Jason David Frank had a cameo in it, which despite the fact he was literally just there as someone stood in the street taking pictures of the Megazord, that quite frankly they found a way around naming that thing as well, which... How did he even name it originally?
He said, oh, we've all joined together like one big Mamazord. Oh no, wait, that sounds stupid. Megazord.
Yeah, so they've still got the quirky, nerdy...
And they even said it's morphin time.
Did
And when they were running down the street in their dinosaurs, it was playing Go-Go Power Rangers.
Hell yeah, it's got to be done.
It
It's
was
got to be
like
done.
just the right level of cheese from the original.
Also, talking about comparison from the original to the new one, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the original, I'm pretty sure Kimberly listened to like classical music and all that sort of stuff because it was more out there then. Whereas now, she's a metalhead. I'm not.
Yeah,
even...
she was listening to Screamo, wasn't she?
Oh yeah,
And she chopped all her hair off.
in the darkest sense of it, that was part of the original TV series, I believe, was that actually.
Well, I guess it's probably because heavy metal's probably more out there now. Classical music isn't, is it?
It probably was back in the 90s though. That was probably
Yeah,
the outcast back
Not
then.
now. Yeah, because back in the 90s it were all like... Do-wah, dip-na-ba, do-wah, do-wah-ba, do. Okay, I'll stop.
I'm not bringing it on here again, guys. Either I do it or she does it. You're not getting both of us again.
Good, because I don't like it. See my double chin.
So, when it comes to the credits as well, guys, you've got to stay for after the credits.
But it's
Because...
not even after the credits, is it? It's like the first... How they do that
Block.
first section of credits where they've got
Yeah.
all like the colours and the animation and then you get the boring ones. It's in between those two.
That's now classed as after the credits, Jim. Nobody waits to the very end anymore. That's too long. Some films go on for days.
Final Fantasy, you got credits, extra bit of video, credits, more video. Why don't they do that?
Because nobody's going to stay for the second lot of after credit video.
Well,
That's
we
just
sat and
crazy.
waited for Final Fantasy.
That's because you can't skip the credits.
I'm
You
worth
can leave
it.
a cinema.
Worth it. Hashtag Noctifrator.
Not
Does
to
that
fail.
work? Or Lunatis.
I'm going to skip over that again as well. Why do I bring... Are you high?
I'm tired.
So am I. I've got to be up at work for 5 in the morning. It is currently 9 at night, and apparently the clocks go back tonight, so I'm losing yet another hour that I didn't know I was losing until about 5 minutes ago.
I'm not.
Yeah, hey. Well, no, because you're going to sleep until midday tomorrow anyway.
I have been getting up at 9 o'clock every day, actually, I'll have you know.
Woohoo. Anyway, we are getting so far off topic. This
Power Rangers, good.
So, in comparison to the original series, there's a lot of changes in it. I'd say there's a lot of changes.
I wouldn't know.
Whether it's for better or for worse, you will make your own decisions on it. I think it's somewhere in the middle. Some of it they shouldn't have changed. Some of it I think has been changed for the better.
The only thing is, it's quite slow. So
yeah,
they
it's
find
very
out the
dragged
Power
out.
Rangers very quickly, and then it takes them absolutely forever to learn how to morph. Like, they don't learn to morph till, like, before the final battle, like, right at the end of the film. Billy kind of manages to do it out of a big sort of emotional burst and then can't do it again. And it's like they're doing all this training and getting their asses kicked and they don't have their suits. It's kind of very repetitive for a while. But then the final battle with the Zords. Zords? And them all in their suits. And the fact that, what's Red Ranger's name? Jason saves his own dad and his dad doesn't even know.
I think
he kind of knows.
He knew. He'd recognise the voice, wouldn't he?
Because he put it on the fridge, didn't he? There was a newspaper article about the Power Rangers and he put it on the fridge after his son kind of drags him from a burning vehicle. His disappointing son that he's not happy with.
And that's because, just like in the TV series, he's that low-life bully that
he's not a bully.
No, he's not.
He's just naughty.
Yeah, he kind of does his own thing.
It's like you. You're not a bully, but you're just not very well behaved.
Thank you for that. So, yeah, overall, I really like the film, and if you liked the original TV series, whether it was as a kid or growing up or whatever, or even if you was an adult and somehow still liked it, definitely give it a watch. It is definitely a must-see film.
Even if you don't know anything about Power Rangers, you can watch it no problem. It's not... Because it's the origin,
yeah,
it explains absolutely everything, so you don't even need to have ever seen Power Rangers to watch the film.
And there is some twists in it as well. Obviously, if you wait till the end of the credits, you get to see that they clearly are going to make another one, and the Green Ranger's going to be in it, and oh my god, I cannot wait for that. Plus the plot twist in it of Billy dying.
Oh god.
Who saw that one coming?
And the fact that they bring him back. Calm down. I have to calm down. But yeah, he comes back because basically, I'm rubbish with names. Zordon sacrifices his only chance to come back and gives it to Billy.
Yeah, so...
Which is the first time, because Zordon up to that point had kind of been a bit of a dick.
He wanted to save the world, he wanted to save the planet.
I know, but he gave the impression that he wanted to save the world no matter the cost, no matter who gets hurt, he just wanted to defeat Rita.
It's not so much that, it's the people that he gave it to were not getting there. And he had a very limited time slot.
He had a very limited patience as well, it seems.
Oh, I can understand that.
But then when he let Billy come back instead, it was like that nice little bit of humanity about him. He wasn't just a face in a wall anymore. He had a bit of, like, human compassion.
Yeah.
So you could connect with the character more, because up to that point, there wasn't really much there.
No, I think the adaptation of characters in all of them, they all come along quite a long way, and it's because they had to cram a massive series of Power Rangers.
No, just touch my boob.
They had to cram a massive series of Power Rangers down to an hour and a half, 2 hours. Really?
Yes.
So they had to cram it down so much. I suppose they had to do it in a way that they could stick to the original stuff while still making it fresh for a movie, I suppose.
I was going to say, they kind of managed to stick to it. But like I said, anyone can watch it without watching Power Rangers, but then they give you these little bits for the people that have watched it.
Yeah.
That, like, us old farts who watched it when we were little.
I mean, like, if you... In a way that you said that the film itself was dragged out so much because they never really got to be Rangers so much at the end, but I suppose another way that you could look at it is when you're watching the TV series of Power Rangers, every single thing. There's, oh look, there's bad guys in the street. Let's go fight the bad guys in the street, and that's the end of the episode, pretty much. So I suppose as they're training, fighting the bad guys, it kind of still does that. They're still having the fights all the way through it, even though they're not really fighting Rita's
Just
guys.
the holograms. Isn't it?
It's technically recreations.
I
of them,
reckon
yeah,
though the
but-
second film will be better.
Oh yeah.
Because it's kind of like you've waded through all this namby-pamby origin and becoming Power Rangers thing, and now they are Power Rangers. You don't have to bother with all that namby-pamby crap anymore. You could just stick straight into it.
Which brings me to the point of, if they do continue going down this, will they just stick to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Or will they go from the Green Ranger through to the White Ranger, then will they do Zeo, Turbo, and will they keep going?
I don't reckon so. They might do White Ranger, because obviously White
That was a
Ranger is
big
something
part
you
of it.
remember. Like, the biggest thing you remember from a kid is the different coloured Power Rangers. That is the key thing.
Yeah.
And I always remembered there being a White Ranger, so I reckon they
Which
might
was
do
played
that.
by the same person as the Green Ranger
Yeah,
was.
they
It
might
was still
do that,
Tommy
but I
Oliver.
don't think they'll take it that far.
I think it'd be nice to see Tommy Oliver go off to be the leader of Zeo and to be the leader of Turbo and all the others. And the way that it did pan out in the original TV series
I say, yeah, because Green Ranger ends up being in charge, basically, eventually.
is eventually a Red Ranger. And if you really want to go all the way down the line, he's also the Black Ranger in Dino Thunder. Because that was years and years down the line where Jason David Frank just couldn't quite hang up his boots yet. So, when there goes, it's morphing time, they had the badge and they always held out the badge and it was morphing time. Now, not only do they not go with the badges, it's morphing time, because they don't have the badges, they don't even do it with that tiny little crystal thing they've got.
Yeah, they weren't at the beginning and then they just disappeared.
They're just like, we have crystals, these crystals make us Power Rangers, yeah, let's get rid of that, that's gone. Now,
Yeah, right at the start,
now
they
stand on this platform.
They find the crystals, they get their powers, they find the base, they get in the base, and then from that point you never see those crystals again.
No.
Never.
I think those crystals should have transformed into the badges that they had in the original ones, where they punched the badge out and did it that way, the morphers.
Also, where was their watchers? I always remember from Power Rangers, they had like their things and they'd be like, power of Tyrannosaurus or whatever.
That is in the later series, that's what I'm referring to as the badge.
I just remember my brother had all the bands and they roared.
In the original Power Rangers, they had the handheld badge which they held out to morph, and then after, I think it was after Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they then adapted it into being a wrist strap thing.
Yeah,
So
because it was like across the chest. Like
yeah,
this.
but that wasn't Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin was the handheld badge.
What, like AJ Styles?
I don't know whether I should hate her for that comment or not, because I love AJ Styles.
And you love me, so you should love the comment.
But yeah, coming to a close with that, as a film, I'd rate it 8 out of 10.
Yeah, probably about the same.
You'd probably say about the same?
Yeah.
And as I did a power rankings as well of top 5 films that I wanted to see in March, Power Rangers came out on top. Now, in all honesty, there's no other films on that list that I have actually seen yet, but you have seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Would you rate Beauty and the Beast above Power Rangers?
Yes.
There you go, guys. So, both Beauty and the Beast and Power Rangers, both worth a watch.
I'll probably do my own review on that.
I was about to say, Gemma may do her own review on Beauty and the Beast. But for now, that is it for us today. So, we will see you tomorrow. What have I got going on tomorrow? I don't think I have a video for tomorrow. Actually, I do. Prop Hunt. I'll be playing some Prop Hunt tomorrow.
So unprepared.
I'll be playing Prop Hunt tomorrow from Gary's Mod, and we'll see you again next week for another Sunday review. Bye from me.
Bye!